Hi, Zaina.
Hey, Sarah.
Thanks so much for taking the time to walk me through the contract hierarchy and Nakisa Lease Administration.
My pleasure. So from here, Sarah, as you could remember from our last session, we are looking at the landing page from Nakisa Lease Administration. And from here, if we choose to click on one of the master agreements that are available, as you could remember from here, if we click on the contract list, we're able to view the list of contracts associated with this particular master agreement.
Right.
So at a high level, the highest level in a lease is the master agreement. It's the umbrella for multiple lease contracts. It's also where we define some of the hierarchy and legal information. So below the master agreement, you could have one or multiple lease contracts. And within each lease contract, we have what we call lease components. So lease components and lease contracts go hand in hand, and that's actually when we define asset class of what we're leasing, as well as the terms and conditions. So one lease contract could have one or multiple lease components. So in this particular case, we're looking at a fleet lease that has vans, so we're able to view that the asset class is vehicles. In other cases, we're able to view that we could have multiple lease components. So in this particular case, we're looking at office space that we're leasing. And this particular office lease consists of the office space as well as the parking lot. So since both of these may belong to the same asset class, however, they have different payments or different terms and conditions that are associated with them. So from here, as you can see, we could expand on the lease component, and this will bring us to the activation group. So the activation group actually represents mini leases within the actual contract, and it's where we generate the financial schedules as well as the postings. So from here, if we expand further, we're able to view the actual details within the lease. So for this particular asset, has it been activated or not? So currently over here, we're able to view right away that this is still pending for activation. In other cases, if we expand, let's say, on the fleet lease, we're able to view that from here we have two different groups. So it allows us to basically split our units or activation groups in order for us to allow to reflect the correct, let's say, reception date or activation date, or even to end certain asset leases earlier than other assets. So for example, if over here I have two vehicles, however, I need to early terminate one of them, I could actually split that out from its activation group and terminate only one out of the two units.
Okay.
Right, so this pretty much summarizes the lease hierarchy in Nakisa Lease Administration, Sarah. So I hope this was useful for you.
Great. Thanks so much for your time today, Zaina. It really was.